sponsored by North V, clothing for the new world. Okay, look, most of you don't realize that art, fitness, and health are interconnected in many various ways, okay? With aesthetics playing a crucial role. And I mean crucial. This is why you like a nice looking body when you see, and this is why you see everybody working out so hard to look good. But at the same time, art can enhance the appeal of our fitness space, right? You see how all these gyms are always trying to, outdo each other with all kind of, aesthetics, promoting a positive and motivating atmosphere. You know, this is very important. Okay. So you can already see the relationship between art and fitness just from that alone. Okay. Furthermore, engagement with art, both as a participant and observer, can positively impact mental well-being, potentially reducing stress and boosting mood. Okay, look at it. In turn, can support fitness goals. Conversely, physical fitness and aesthetic appreciation can be intertwined with activities like artistic sports and dance and fans, emphasizing both physical prowess and expression. You see that all the time. You look at guys on stage, we always want a good performance, a good poser with a good routine. What is that all about? That right there is the connection between art, health, and fitness. And we can look at these things in a little bit more detail, right? Like people don't think, look, I'm just trying to give you something here. Like there's levels to these things, folks. Let's look at art in fitness environment. See, for example, there's a thing called the art of posing. You see, now as I pose here right now, I'm telling you, this looks like it's effortless, but this takes a lot of creativity, a lot of, let's just say, it takes a lot of mental and physical focus. That mind and body connection has to be so well connected if you're going to be a very good poser on stage. If you're going to be one of these guys that are able to present your physique in a manner that everybody's going to be able to see your strength and not just your weaknesses, because you have to be able to hide your weaknesses but show your strength, right? And how you present yourself on stage is going to determine how you place a lot of the time. You got guys with a beautiful body off stage, but when they get on the stage, they don't know how to pose. They don't know how to present the physique. So what does that mean? That means that they don't have that mind and body connection, which means that what? Okay? They're not able, right, to put their creativity to the maximum and what? And produce a vision, a visual on the stage that's going to be pleasing to the judges and the audience, right? So you can see how it's related. Art and fitness is related. It's specifically in the case of posing, right? And look, so how do you improve on that? You improve on that by spending time with yourself, some solitude, right? You need to be able to put your head, in a peaceful situation where the creative mind can function and so when I'm carving like this, right? What's happening, right? I'm spending time with myself, right? I'm getting to know myself. You see, my creativity is flowing right now as I'm carving this piece of art, right? You know, and I'm looking at, I'm visualizing my buddy Max, I know his face very well, and I'm visualizing his wife's face. And but even with my eyes closed as I'm carving, right? closer look, and I could see truly he was right, you know. And you can go check it out yourself, you know. But you see, that's a man who knows himself, right? Right? And because he knows himself, he's able to present the best side of himself to the people, right? To his fans, right? Now, if he didn't say that to me in that interview, I would not have known that all of these pictures that were taken from the left side, and it was intentional. You see what I'm saying? But this was actually intentional, right? Because of what he knows about himself. You see? Okay? And so knowing himself allows him to be able to express himself, whether it's through his art, whether it's through his music, or whether it's through his pictures, right? Public persona. He's able to cultivate that, and package it in a way that is presentable, in a way that can represent him in the fullest sense. Do you see where I'm going with this? Right? So there's a huge relationship between art and fitness, right? Okay? Art and creativity, right? So this is very, very important for you to know, right? And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people uh, uh, have no clue that there's a connection there, right? And they're able to function and still do very well. I mean, but at the same time, I'm saying if you know these things about yourself, it's gonna allow you to express yourself better. Okay? So understand something. Okay? Right? Art is a beautiful thing. Okay? So, you know, when you're out there working out, why are you doing it? You're working out because you want to have a beautiful body, you want to be able to look good in your clothes, and you want to be able to look presentable out there. You don't want to look like a slouch. You don't want to look like a couch potato. Don't want to look like someone who does not care about themselves. You don't want to look like somebody, you know, that is just living life without intention and purpose, right? Because knowing yourself, okay, and knowing how to express yourself, oh, inevitably means that, okay, you're able, right, to live your life with intention and purpose if you want to, okay, because you know things about yourself, right, that you can do to improve yourself, and you know why you're doing it, right? So it also allows you to know, because it's very important to know, why am I doing this? And why am I not doing this? Right? If you're going to have intention and purpose in the things that you do. Because a lot of the time, we go through our whole entire life without an intention and purpose. Right? I can't even imagine what that would be like. Right? That is just, this is like just a piece of paper floating in the air aimlessly and landing wherever. Right? I couldn't imagine living like that, right? So listen, I am looking good at 60, close to 60 years old. Why am I looking good? Huh? Because there was intention and purpose, okay, put into that, okay? I've been doing this for over 40 years. Yeah, so better give me my credit. I've been doing this for a long time. I know exactly what I'm talking about, folks. Okay? So let's talk about aesthetics for a second. What does enhanced aesthetics do? Okay, art such as vibrant colors, right? Inspiring quotes, okay, and dynamic. Look, some dynamic compositions on the wall. These things can transform a look and a feel of a fitness space, creating more inviting and energizing atmosphere. Oh yeah, right. So when you got, thoughts become things, the way Kai Green says it, okay, on the wall, okay, or as Fuad would say. Sacrifice with no regret. You understand? All right. Yeah, there's a yo. I see you, bro. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, what's that quote where you say genetically gifted, chemically enhanced? I'm just giving you ideas, right? Okay, like this is how enhanced aesthetics of a place or even of a person, okay, can create a more inviting and energizing atmosphere. Okay, well, let's talk about mood. Okay, mood elevation. Art can uplift moods, making participants feel more positive, motivated during workouts. Did you know that? Right, when you're looking at those pictures on the wall, you're looking at Phil Heath, you're looking at Ronnie Coleman, you're looking at all those, your heroes, you're looking at all those physiques, and How can you not be motivated? That's just the way it's almost common sense. But a lot of people don't see the connection. It's very important though. If you see the connection, it will help you. Okay? And we'll get into that a little bit more. All right? So I mean, we talked about art and fitness environment. Well, let's talk about art and mental well-being. Engaging in creative activities like art can be a healthy coping mechanism for stress, anxiety, which can positively impact overall health and fit. We're talking about stress reduction, folks. Your stress, do you know that stress is one of the number one killers in this world? And a lot of it is self-inflicted. Look, you have to understand there's certain things you can do things about. There's certain things you can't do nothing about. And you need to be very realistic and kind of start to prioritize what is really important in your life and what is not. I can tell you this. You got no control of the time you arrive on this planet. You got no control of when you when you're going to leave this planet. In other words, you don't know when you're born and you don't know when you're going to die. But anywhere in between there, I got no excuses. I don't want to hear it. We all have the same 24 hours in the day, god damn it. All right? But look, you must be able to, right, reduce the stress in your life. So engaging in creative activities like art can be a healthy, very healthy coping mechanism for stress. Are you listening to me? Okay, I'm getting to something here, right? I told you I don't just bodybuild for, and I don't just, but I do art. I'm an artist, and there's a close relationship. And I've been wanting to break this down to people. People can't understand a lot of the time when I explain these things to them. So I've been wanting to break it down so that they can kind of understand. So here, this is just my effort, okay? What about mood enhancement? Did you know that art can boost the happiness and promote positive outlook, potentially motivating individuals to engage in physical activity? Physical activity. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Look at that. What? Art can boost happiness and promote positive outlook, potentially motivating you to engage in physical activity so that you can maintain a healthy lifestyle? What is that about? Oh, but that is the truth. That is the truth. A picture says 1,000 words. Believe me. All right? And what it says to me and says to you, right? Do you see what I'm trying to say? Are you paying attention? Okay? And then you got self-expression, okay? Because look, when you got your mood, you're feeling well, you're in a good mood. Look, you know that if you smile, 90% of the time people will smile back. No, seriously, did you know that? Well, maybe not 90%, but most of the time. But you know why we don't smile? Because we're waiting for somebody else to do that to us first. Smile a little bit, right? A little bit of art in your life can bring that mood enhancement. And then you can express yourself. By expressing yourself, you're also in the process of discovery. We're talking about self-expression and discovery. Art provides opportunities for self-expression and exploration, which can contribute to great sense of awareness and well-being, indirectly supporting fitness pursuits. What are we really saying here? Self-awareness. Self-awareness is a very important thing, right? You can only get self-awareness when you spend time with yourself. There's no any other better way to spend time with yourself than being in the gym, okay? When you're in the gym, you're spending time with yourself. You're having that mind and body connection fully engaged. This is a moment of discovery. This is where you get to discover how strong you are, how weak you are, and this is where you're also going to kind of get all the stuff. When you're in the gym, you're not worried about anything else but what you're doing right there. So you become the kind of therapy itself. Just being in the gym and taking the time to spend with yourself. You're taking your mind, you spend time with your body. You see, when you can do that, then you become comfortable with yourself, happy with yourself, content with yourself. You don't look for validation from outside. The funny thing is, when you do that, in fact, focus, you spend a lot of time in your mind and your body, you become something that the rest of the world is looking for. This is a fact. I know what I'm talking about now. Listen to me. I've been in this game for 4 years. This is a joke. We're not joking here, alright? We're talking real talk, okay? We're talking enhancement, okay? Elevation of the mood, motivation and inspiration, We're talking about art and mental well-being, right? Stress reduction, mood enhancement, self-expression and discovery. And let's not forget the aesthetic appreciation, aesthetic appeal, right? Activities like gymnastics, figure skating, and synchronized swimming, all these things blend athletic performances, right? And athletic standards, showcasing the beauty of the human movement. No different than in bodybuilding, no different than in any other, sport. Most people that are physically active generally end up having a beautiful body or a healthy body, functional body, in other words. You see? And a functional body usually is a beautiful thing, and it comes in all shapes and sizes, but it's very functional, right? And it's aesthetically pleasing, just like mine. Yeah, baby. Well, look at me. Take a look at this. Oh, I'm not playing with you. Oh, I'm just having fun with you. That's what I'm doing. I'm not playing with you. I'm just having fun with you. Look here, right? When you have a functional body, right? You can move around, right? Dance and movement, you can avoid a lot of injuries just because your range of motion is great, you have quick reaction time, you have balance. All this is coming to, right? Now dance is art, isn't it? Dance is art. And look how it's related to fitness, right? Because it combines physical fitness and artistic expression, right? Improving your flexibility, your balance, your cardiovascular fitness while offering a creative outlet at the same time. This is no different than bodybuilding, folks, or working out. I'm not just talking out of my rear end, eh? I'm giving you 40 years of experience here. Real talk. Come on now. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? And any of you who love to dance like me, you know what that feels like. And when you're fit, you're looking good, and you can move and you can dance. Game over. It's over. You don't need to talk. It's finished. It's all said and done. Mr. Johnny Come Lately got no chance. God damn it. You hear me? You're running the show. It's yours. You're King Kong of the place. Come on now. Real talk. I'm not talking shit, man. I know what I'm talking about, people. But this is scientifically been proven, though, right? Look, you can look these things up if you want. I'm just trying to give you the information in layman's terms. Dance is that created that music. And that music is inspiring you to do what? Some of us can't even work out without music. You better believe that. I returned home because I didn't bring my music with me. But I do it because guess what? I have the dungeon over here. That dungeon, the original dungeon here. So I'd rather just come home, do the dungeon, blast my music, and do a dungeon workout at that event. That's how important music is. And musicians, what do you think a musician should? I myself, Yo, I myself have trained several musicians. I have trained, I personal trained many musicians, many bankers, many doctors. I would see them before they go to the work. I would see them after work. They would train with me. Why? They would all tell you. Therapists use forms of art like visual art, music, and dance to address specific health conditions and promote emotional well-being. Did you hear that? When that musician is working out, his mind is off the stress that he was having at the studio, at the office, or whatever. Instead, his mind is where? Here with him, because his mind is paying attention to what? Body experiencing. And my job as a trainer is to make sure that client understands that mind and body connection. And usually, because the person is an artist, a musician, it's very easy for them to have that mind and body connection. And usually it's through that job that new ideas for new songs come up. You see how that works, right? Right? The physical activity becomes therapeutic and it takes their mind to a place of creativity because they're in their solitude, they're in a trance, they're in a moment within, not from without. And so the creative juices flow. You see how that works? It's incredible, the relationship between art and fitness, right? And so the research suggests that art can positively influence psychological, physical, social, and behavioral responses, contributing to improved health. Did you hear me? Art can influence psychological, physiological, social, and behavioral responses, which contribute to improved health outcomes. So, what are we really saying here? What I'm trying to tell you is this: art and fitness are not mutually exclusive, my friend. They are complementary and mutually beneficial. Okay? They're complementary and mutually beneficial. Do you understand? They're not exclusive. Art can enhance the aesthetics and the appeal of a fitness space and contribute to mental well-being, while fitness can be a form of aesthetic expression and contribute to overall health. Did you hear me? Right? Do you understand that art can enhance the aesthetic appeal of a fitness space, while at the same time fitness can be a form of artistic expression and contribute to overall? This is the truth. And so in my case, I love to draw. I love to paint, but more importantly, I love to carve. And so I decided to carve a little gift from my buddy Maxie and his girlfriend Layla, who I think is one of the most beautiful couples in the world, but also good friend of mine, Max, whom I've known for a long time, and we've shared the stage together. We've shared the bodybuilding stage together. A brother who appreciates art of bodybuilding, and a brother who appreciates the art of looking good, and a brother who appreciates the art of having a positive mind, and a brother who appreciates the art of living a healthy lifestyle. So I'm carving this portrait for you. I hope you like it. And anyone else who wants me to do a portrait for them, you're more than welcome to contact me through my YouTube channel, Anatomic Health and Fitness. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Stephen Olema. Send me an email, okay? You can also call me, whichever method you have, and I'll be more than glad to have a carving for you, whether it's a wedding picture, a family portrait, a team portrait, whatever it is. I would love to take that and transfer it on a canvas of wood so that you can have that in your living space and something that can be a memento for your family for years to come. I love art, and I've said art and bodybuilding is the same thing. My work is in the details. My work is defined. My carving is detailed like my muscles, defined like my muscles. And I like to think that my art is refined like my muscle. But more importantly, just know that I'm not just all muscle, but I'm also, more than anything else, an artist. It's just that my canvas varies from the human body to a piece of paper to a piece of wood. It's all the same to me. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more videos on the aspect of art and bodybuilding, art and fitness, the relationship between the two. I'll be posting many other videos of me working on other portraits and other pieces of artwork. I often have several different pieces of work that I'm working on all at the same time. It's just varies on the day, specific day, depends on which picture or art I want to do. So I wake up in the morning and I look at my wall, and my art talks to me, and I talk to the art. And so I come downstairs, look on the wall, and see the pictures. The pictures talk to me, and whichever picture talks to me the most is the one that I'm going to use for the day, and it's the one that I'm going to work on. And this is just how it is for me. So there are times when I might not even work on a portrait for a long time just because I'm not in the mood for it. I have to be in the mood to be able to bring out that beautiful vision, and to do a good job on the portrait. That's my lifestyle, you see. And so I appreciate you joining me. Look forward to seeing you again. And please visit my channel, subscribe so that you get the notification, engage, share the video, and yeah, subscribe. Sponsored by North V, clothing for the new world. Salute. Until then, love ya. Cheers.